Hello. I can only talk briefly because I'm in a public area right now and I'm by myself. But somebody, I think people might be coming in a little bit. But I didn't want to leave you for too long. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but that's because my last upload was about the people who wanted to kind of cut everything off for about a week as much as you can to put the attention on yourself. You remember I did a previous video before that about the being a strong woman, um, and I said to practice for about a week or maybe more, to use all of the attention that you might have put towards someone else or towards something else. It doesn't always have to be towards another person. People who might have a family and all that stuff, sometimes it is towards other people. But for some of us, a lot of attention could be towards other things in the media, right? And I said, let's practice for 7 days to kind of use all of that attention that we have been putting towards other things and put it mostly towards ourselves. And I said mostly to nourish your soul and not to nourish the ego. The ego is this false projection that we're living in right now. We go to work, we have a family, we do all this stuff, all these achievements and stuff. You know what I mean? All that's the ego. And it's nice to do things that you like because it still helps to nourish the soul if you do things to give you joy and stuff like that. But, I was talking more like just kind of focusing on self, and I was talking about your true self. Okay. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I've kind of been off line. I haven't looked at anything. Not that I looked at much in the first place, but then I started looking at even less. The reason why, and I think I'm going to share this with you guys because this is what I'm just practicing with myself. I don't want to bring anybody else's reality into my reality unless it's something that I want in my life, okay? So all this stuff on the news, I mean, if they start to change the laws and stuff, start all these mandates, you can't help but for it to be in your doggone mind. But as far as everything they showing on TV, I don't even know what's been going on in the last maybe 3 days. I have not looked at anybody's uploads on YouTube except for like a guy, Sat Yoga Institute. He's in Costa Rica. I might look at something from Bobby M. Hemmett's past teachings. I might look at that, but for the most part, I've been staying off and just kind of, because besides work, I've just been giving more attention to self. And, because see, the thing is, our mind just literally runs 24/7. By the way, the mind is an illusion. The ego is an illusion. That's the thing. This whole thing that we're dealing with, this world is an illusion. So it's like, it's time to reduce the illusion, to dissolve the delusion, or illusion. And the best way I'm doing that right now, and it took me some time, so I don't expect everybody to be here, but for me, the best way to do it is just not to take in things. Now, I already don't really watch the news, but see, you have other people that upload stuff too that I'm subscribed to, and they might upload something. They might want to talk about something from an article because they have YouTube channels. They get, and I stopped watching that because, see, people talk about manifesting your reality and all that stuff, but you can't manifest but so much, in my opinion, because I'm practicing. So this is just my opinion. You can't manifest but so much if you're going to keep taking in somebody else's reality, right? So if you keep taking, even if you're not watching the news, if you take in somebody else's reality where they are talking about shootings, killings, every day somebody kills somebody, and they say, well, I know this sounds bad, but we just got to show you how crazy it is out there. Well, heck, every time I went to Atlanta to see my family, every time I come on the news, it was about a crime. I mean, nonstop crimes by the same group of people. It's like, Okay, now what you gonna do about it? Now we know the world is going crazy. Now what you gonna do? Are you gonna pray? Are you gonna meditate? What are you gonna do? You wanna keep telling people that folks getting killed? Or what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna gather a group every week and just start to meditate and pray? Or are you just gonna keep showing this to people? See, folks, like I just want to give you the news. Why you keep showing the bad news? What is the solution, especially when it comes to killings? Because that's been going on. So what you gonna do to change that? Okay. Now, if you talk about telling somebody how to save money or something because the things going on and you got tools that the people can use, that's different. You show them something that might be bad news and then you end it with a solution. Okay, that's fine. But just to talk about killings and killings and killings and killings and killings and just say, I want to just show you how crazy it is out there. No, you're addicted to this kind of stuff because what are you going to do about it? You just showing this to people, but you don't know what you're going to do about it. You can't just say be careful out there because the people who got killed, who was to say they weren't careful? You just can't say be careful. But anyway, that's the main thing, stuff like that right there. And then when people talk about the other thing, I don't even want to say the stuff that caused the lockdown. I don't even want to say that name anymore and give that too much power. And all this other extra stuff they want to come out with. I just haven't been paying attention to it. And then I stopped looking at people's uploads. Because if you really want to create the reality you want, in my opinion, you need to take in more of what you want, because what happens is in this particular matrix, and I do mean this matrix, or this system that we are hallucinating in, this physical reality in, we have what's called a subconscious within this illusion, all right? And what happens is even if you don't mean to take folks seriously when you watch that stuff, your subconscious still is accepted as true. Now, you might say consciously you don't believe it, you're not letting it get to you, but your subconscious accepts everything that's being said, right? And the subconscious don't say yes or no, it just takes everything in, it just receives. Okay, it doesn't reject. And so that's why I cut everything off, because I feel like I have enough thoughts running through my head. I need to get rid of thoughts. Everybody think all the time. Thoughts are used as energy for other entities that are unseen, okay? Those other entities are feeding off of thoughts, okay, and your emotions. And but other than that, yeah, I feel like most of our minds run 24/7. Okay. And most of the stuff that's in our mind is coming from stuff that could be on the TV. It could have been something that we watched on YouTube. It could have been something that we listened to on the radio. That's why I cut off the radio, because I started noticing that I would hear the songs play over and over and over again in my head when I was trying to quiet my mind. I would hear the songs play over and over and over in my head, and I couldn't get them out. So most of the stuff, the reason why your mind is running so much like that is because of so much other stuff that's so many programs. Okay. And it's like at this point, it's like I feel like for me, it's time to flush out all that stuff. Okay. And by flushing it out, and it's almost like a detox, it's like a fast. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a fast from everybody else's reality. Okay. It's a fast from everybody else's reality. And just basically bringing in what you want to see, just clearing out all the other stuff. It's like emptying the trash. It's like, you know how you go to get a colonic or whatever, and it empties out all your bowels or whatever. That's basically what this is. It's almost like a detox and a fast. And by cutting off all the stuff you used to look at, besides having to just go to work, because you can't get around the necessities. But other than that, it's closing out everything that you don't have to look at or you don't have to give your attention to. And it's almost like a detox of the mind, just like you detoxing your body. It's a detox of the mind, and it's a fast. And you'll see how your whole head has been emptied like a trash can. Okay, I've done that a couple of times. Like your whole head, everything's just empty like a trash can, or like a dumpster. Then you'll have room to put in your own ideas instead of having everybody else's thoughts run through your subconscious. By cleaning it out, you'll have room for what you want now instead of what everybody else trying to put in there. Okay, but anyway. So I just wanted to start a video, just do a little upload just to let people know what's going on. And I probably will be quiet off for maybe the next 2 or 3 more days. I just wanted to say something because it's been a few days and I didn't want to just be absent too long. But anyway, I'll talk to you later.